Hello, and this is actually the first application I made using Kiro from the ground up. I used it, I created an app, a console app that consumed data downloaded from my Samsung Health app just to track steps and weight. This was my first round at it. Took a few hours to build. This is the dashboard page, most recent data. If I look at the activity dashboard, we have my monthly step breakdown for rolling 12 months, and I haven't entered a lot of information yet for this month, but I will be. Step reporting, just nice, by year, by month, with the greatest number of steps in a day, the least number of steps in a day, so I can see my relative activity level. If those hash marks are close to the average, then my average is basically my actual steps. Now I can record steps, and I've fallen behind a bit. So we've got an entry page here, and I'm looking at my phone. And for the 13th, well, we're not going to put in the 13th. It's not done yet. We'll go to the 12th. It says no existing reading for this date. And the 12th, I had 16,402 steps. Save steps. And then I'll go to the 11th. Now, if I go back to the 7th, it tells me there's already reading there, but I can still type in a value and it'll overwrite it. So then we have the weight dashboard here. So my all-time lowest weight was 175.4. All-time highest was 220.5, likely higher than that. My lowest in 2026 was 181 pounds, and my average is 187.9. And you can see our monthly breakdown here with my min and my max and my average. We can record weight, so I've missed it for a number of days as well. Do my lowest weight for the day, which is typically when I wake up. That was 180.6 today. So if we go back to our weight dashboard, you can see that the lowest weight has dropped a tiny bit. And then if we do weight reporting, this is just so much better than what Samsung has on their Samsung Health app. Samsung Health app, it constantly changes the scale, which is annoying because the more of a difference as the scale changes, um, they make the scale change. It looks like a bigger change. So if you lose 1 pound with one scale, it looks like a sharp inflection, and with another scale, it looks like a very minor adjustment. So this is my weight. You can see my lowest was back in October of 2024. And you can see that the scale stays the same all the way through. We've got the max and the min mapped out here, all the way back to the beginning of time that I ever did any readings. I only did one, that February 15th. But you can see I've been tracking my weight for a long time in the Samsung app, and I've imported all that data into my app. So this is year over year by month. So any good kind of financial thing. So this is on May, which is the current month, and you can see that this is my lowest May of all the years in which I was tracking May dates, and then I can go to another month, and it's still the same range, right? And you can see that again, this has been 2026, June has been, April rather, has been my lowest. And then this is year over year with my max and min for the year. And so this year looks pretty good. It's not quite as good as 2024, but I'm only partway through the year. And then for documentation, I took the Swagger pages, and this is all using Kiro AI, and I had it build different API landing points for different processes. So, we don't see steps mixed in with the weight items and activity, mixed in with the profile. So everything's broken out And we have the different data types, well, schemas, and all these things. I made sure that it had the try it now function, now try it out, so that I could test anything that I needed to test. And if there was uh, any kind of bug, I could run the API and see what the API is doing. And then over here we have my settings, unit of measure, name, and for my height. And that's pretty much it.